Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to what? Survival Stories! Hi! Oh, it's just you and me as well today. There's no Twilight Forest. Me and Stress Monster in 100 is taking a little bit of a break from the Twilight, and I'm back and I want to work on some infrastructure today. A lot of people have been asking me, where is Survival Stories? Why are you not doing more Survival Stories? Can I do this? Oh, I can. Good. And will you do more Survival Stories? Is the series over? There's been a lot of comments in regards of this. And here we are. No, the series ain't over. You crazy. You crazy. I'll give you a little bit of a background story. Things in my life has been extremely busy. And in addition to that, we had some technical issues with our previous server that we was playing on. We've now moved it, so everything is going much better, flowing much better. And I've been so unorganized in this series that I've had a real problem to kind of just sit down and play Minecraft, because there's always something that prohibits me from doing what I want to do. And I end up doing this, breaking coal blocks, making a pickaxe so that I can break coal blocks and getting fortune out of them and stuff like that. It's just been a lot of stuff that I haven't taken care of here. And in addition to all of this, of course, I get to join Hermitcraft, and I've been so inspired with vanilla lately. But yeah, the series is absolutely not over. Don't you worry! Don't you worry! And it's quite intriguing and very special that you guys ask where Survival Stories is. That I'm honored. So thank you so much for that. On that topic, I'd like to lift my dear friend Stress Monster in 101 up as well. She is still going strong. She's still playing on this server, and me and Rendog has been kind of absent lately. So if you're craving, if you're missing Survival Stories, I do recommend go and subscribe to her and watch her videos. They're really good. She's making a very pretty base at the moment. You don't want to miss out on that. So go and do that. We're gonna go ahead and feed this guy all the coal that we just dug out. Go and check her out, give her your love and support. Say that you came from my channel. Say hi from Iskal85, see if she remembers me. But yeah, no, we've been playing a lot of Twilight Forest together. But she's going strong with her regular episodes as well, so do go and check her out. We should be back to normal standards. Work is calming down a little bit. I don't have to do quite as much overtime, so should be good to go. One thing though that I do want to fix here today immediately, and that I'm working on right now in preparations for this episode, is power. As you'll notice, since last time I have been playing maybe 10-15 hours outside of the Twilight Forest, and I've been organizing or trying to get organized. So we now have a working ME system. If I remember correctly, no point in going back and thinking what we did a month ago, but we started setting this room up. I've since then plugged it in, and we now have an ME system, which is step one for me to make things a little bit more playable in a mod pack like this. Like inventory management is so much easier when we have this. Oh, this is what I need actually. Okay. But today, to get this sustainable, at the moment my issue is power. And I keep having to go and mine some coal and feed this guy. Or mine Gelorium and feed our big reactor, which we have down there in the old headquarter building. I want to change that today. I want to create... I know that we're planning to build a power supply unit factory thing over at this mountain, and we're still going to do that. But this here is going to be our luxurious big reactor power, our big power plant. But we're not quite there yet. I don't have any income of Gelorium, and so we need something that sustains itself. So what I'm planning, we're going to come over here. We're gonna make steam power a thing. We're gonna make a farm or a machine, a building that feeds us power while sustaining itself. So basically what we need is something that cuts down trees, plants trees, cuts down trees, turns it into charcoal, and then throw it into dynamos that creates the power. And I want this to create as much power as possible while being self-sustainable. All of this is doable. It's just going to need a few machines. And we're going to come to this area. I still have to craft up some things. I just want to bring you in. Say hi, how are you? Look at my cool helmet. It's a Viking helmet, Rendog. That's how a Viking should look. I stole it when me and Stress was doing Twilight. Hello, I just took it. But yeah, we're gonna try and build this in this corner, I think, of the factory area, because this is where we kind of have a forest, and it makes sense to have like a tree generating facility over here. We may not finish it today. I wanna see if we can finish the technical aspect of it. Speaking of which, we should take down some trees here in preparations. Wow, I love modded Minecraft so much. You guys crazy to think I wouldn't play more modded Minecraft? I crave modded Minecraft. I just want to make sure that we get some infrastructure here. It's so messy, and I've seen a lot of comments saying as well, Iskall, you gotta get your stuff together. Gotta get it together, man. A few of you may remember that we actually already have a charcoal pit, and I think the way this works is we throw in logs here. I think I only ever configured it with oak, and that's going to be picked up and turned into charcoal, and charcoal is going to come out here. But this machine it looks cool. Yeah, that's picked up. It looks cool, but it's really really not very efficient. So with this, we're going to take it all down and we're going to make it proper. I still want to make it pretty and that, so don't worry. But taking all of this down, I think is good. It was a cool idea, but I never really finished it, did I? So we better make a proper building over there. What we can do, I'm gonna go and craft up all the stuff we need off camera. As I've said, I've started. I've made a farming station somewhere. I think it's in the base. Made an alloy smelter and some other stuff. But what we could do is map out this building. We're not gonna focus on the building today, but where it's gonna be. And I just pressed F9 there, a little bit of tutorial for you. I'm going to try and make this building or this farm as server friendly as possible. So I want to try and fit the technicalities of it, everything that's moving, within one chunk. F9, if you press it twice, it gives you like chunk borders, which is pretty cool. And so if we would mark out, maybe this chunk here is good actually. We'll mark out the corners, everything inside this. Actually, we'll mark them out outside that. Everything inside these pillars can be technical and moving. But by doing this, we are only going to have to load one chunk to keep this farm working. And if you're playing on a server, or if you're on my fan server, this is the way to do it, ladies and gentlemen. If you're playing single player, well, not so much unless you're planning to have a 2-3 year old world or long-term world. But this is always good for server performance, etc. Just load as little chunks as possible. So everything technical goes inside of these chunks, or of these pillars, is the idea. Now we can turn this off, make it a little bit more prettier. Anyway, sorry for my rudeness. I hope that you're doing good today. I hope that you're fantastic. I hope that you're happy to see Survival Stories back. I'm very glad to be back in the world. For those of you who wonder where Rendog is, I think he has a similar situation to mine, where he is just too caught up in vanilla at the moment, with Hermitcraft and all that, but he has said to me that we should get back in playing. Me, Stress Monster and Rendog has a pretty big project planned that we're gonna make on the server. So you guys just stay tuned. Have faith, alright? We're not going anywhere. Don't be crazy. Alright, very cool. I think that we have all the things that we're gonna need to start this anyway. Now the challenge is we're gonna try and build this thing within this chunk. I placed down in the center. Now we can't get an exact center because the chunk is 16 by 16. But over here is the as center as we can go. We're gonna place this farming station here as I've done. And ooh, it cycles between the tools there. Very minor thing that I found funny. Anyway, this thing should be able to, with the help of an axe, cut down and plant trees for us. Let's just try that out so that it's not changed or anything. Basically what we're gonna do is have this machine cut down trees. We're gonna make sure that it creates new axes, because it's gonna use the axe that it used to cut it down. So we're gonna place axes in here. We may want to feed it bone meal. The building with all that stuff is over here, and I think we have tons of bones. Not really, but if we could have this thing running, if we would have power, then then we would have tons of bones. We may wanna shove that in here as well. So that's gonna plant the trees. Do we have? I think what we do is just we place these like so. We're gonna lock it. And if we now give it power, maybe I should go and pick up a power cell or energy cell. I should have one. Do I have one in my bag? No. Don't see a power generator or energy cell. Alright, let me go get an energy cell real quick, just so we can see that it plants the trees. Alright, got the energy cell. Jeez, so many things that I thought I'd planned everything. Anyway, let's see if this works. So we place this guy here and get a cool effect. And look at that, it's planting all the trees. I don't know how big of a radius this is, but it looks to actually be quite perfect. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is what we want. We may actually want to block off the borders just to make sure that we have a little bit of space for the building afterwards. So I may want to go and kind of place a wall here. I think if we do that, it's not going to be able to plant. But then once these are cut down, if we go and get some a meal from the thing and manually put in here, once that is planted, it should cut them down pretty simply. Let's just double check. I've done this a million times before, but Ender.io has upgraded, so you know, you never know. Will you bone meal anything? I'll just go ahead and do some manual bone mealing here, I guess. Oh yeah, it did one there. Yeah, look at that. So it chops down the trees super quickly. And we don't have that harvester thing from MFR where it has to cut down the leaves and that kind of stuff. It does use its durability on stone on the axes, so we need to make sure that we make new axes. And we can do that by making sure, hold on, let's drop some of this stuff off. Let's shut this off for now. Boop. We can do that by making sure that we use some of the wood that we get to create sticks. And then with a cobblestone generator, we can create the cobblestone required for the axes. Alright, so basically I'm trying to create a system that is self-sustainable. Now to get power, we're obviously going to have to burn the logs and create charcoal, and that charcoal we're going to use in Steam Dynamo. So I have created quite a few of these. I think 4 is what we're going to use. Let's just put these down, because I did do all the augments and stuff. Did do 5. Let's remove this guy. We're not going to need you. And I did all the augments, so we're going to go with... Jeez, inventory and modded though. We're going to go with energy efficiency, 10%. Which is this one. Then we're going to go with energy produced times 2, times 4, and going to do times 4 as well. Or times 8, sorry. That will generate 640 RF per tick. And with 4 of them, we are then hitting 12, 24, 2600 almost. Something like that. I don't know. It's pretty good. Pretty okay. Like... Main power source is still going to be big reactors, but I need a system that can keep all my infrastructure, such as the AA system and all that, running and be self-sustaining. So we're going to use them. And what I'm planning to do, this will be the top level. We'll build a building around this later. I have a little bit of an idea for that, but I think I want to dig down here and place the energy generation system as well as the furnace. That's going to cook the charcoal down here somewhere. Might just well dig this out quicker, not care so much for hitting the grass blocks and that. And basically, this is a little bit hard to explain. I haven't done modded in so long, so I'm a little bit rusty of how to explain it all. But from this, we need to send the logs into a furnace. Oh, and I actually have some oak wood in there already. This furnace will create charcoal. And then the charcoal we'll need to send into the steam dynamos together with water. So we'll create a water generator as well. Before we send the oak wood in here, this is like the final station, right? Before that, I want to set up some cyclic assemblers. And I want one cyclic assembler. Let's just see if we can plan this out, maybe. I want one cyclic assembler that will... How do I... Oh, I do it down here. One cyclic assembler will be responsible of taking that and turning it into planks. So that's going to be this guy. And then the next one, and we'll make sure to make it so that this happens all before the charcoal or wood gets burned. The next one is going to be responsible to take the planks. So if we make the planks again and turn them into sticks. Boop, boop. All right. And the third one, the final one, will make cobblestone. There. We'll make, take the sticks then and make axes. So we'll do that and that. And in you go. And boop. So now basically we use the logs to create the sticks. The only thing we need to add, or the axes, the only thing we need to add is cobblestone, which we're going to do with an igneous extruder. Now remember these, very handy. They don't need any power. And I don't think, oops, I just want to see this. Hi, water. I'm going to create a water source over here for now. I don't think they consume the water. I know they don't consume the lava unless you do obsidian. But I don't think they consume the water either if you do cobblestone. I'm not sure though. Put that in there and that in there. Let's see if it consumes the water. No, it doesn't. So we'll have one of these machines just creating cobblestone. And with these 4 machines, we can create endless amounts of axes. Now, I'm planning that we're going to store all of it in barrels. So we'll have the end product, the axe, come out in a barrel. Like so. And then we'll just use the internal inventories for the buffer. So whenever this guy is full, all the rest of the oak is going to go into the alloy smelter. It's going to take a little bit of oak to get this to run by itself, like to come to a point where we actually get to make charcoal. So we may have to manually chop down some oak trees to get it going here. But after a while, if I've calculated everything correctly, we should be good, and we should be having continuously power, self-sustaining a power, which is going to be so amazing. Guess what I've been doing since the last cutscene? Iska's been sleeping. Iska's been having a little bit of a nap. Oh yes, I was very tired. I don't know why. Like, it's not very late when I'm recording this, but I just got like instantly like, ooh, I need to sleep right now. Anyway, we're going to try and connect this thing up now. And I dug out a little bit of space underneath here. And I was thinking using these agon blocks. I think this is a thing that I will start doing. Using these agon blocks for like behind the scene things. Because they're very easy to look at and that kind of stuff. So yeah. Anyway, the first thing I'm going to do here, we're going to need to get this thing going again. This is going to be producing the cobblestone. I need water. Water. Ooh, night time. Maybe we go sleep as well. We need this thing to produce cobblestone. I did set up such a similar mechanism to what we're trying to build here in creative, just to see if we are able to be evening out on charcoal. And we should be good. We should be good. But anyway, first thing here, we need to produce wood planks. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and change this up to U output, orange is output, to the right. And we're going to have a chest. Maybe we'll put it here. Yeah, we're going to have a chest. This chest is going to receive oak logs, but I'm going to block off all the spots in the chest except for one. This will make it so that only 1 stack of oak logs will be allocated to this chest. And that way we won't backlog as much stuff in the cyclic assemblers. And I'll show you this in a minute, okay? From that chest we'll have some item conduits. I will say, ooh, we need an item filter, and we're going to do oak logs, which I don't have. Hi, we're doing an oak farm here, but I don't have any oak logs. Is there oak anywhere? No, that's jungle. That's also jungle. Jeez. Okay, never mind. I'll put that filter in a minute. There's no oak logs anywhere. Anyway, we'll say on the back of this we'll have the blue. Actually, you know what we can do here to limit this even more? Let's put it to green. That way we'll only put oak logs on 1 row. Then it's going to output to this cyclic assembler, and here we'll say, we're making sticks here, so we'll say input there, but we'll say green again, so that it only ever inputs half an inventory worth. The reason I do this, actually, can we block, oh, we can block it off like that. Yeah. We want to do that because otherwise a lot of oak wood is going to go into these cyclic assemblers. This is for making the axes, by the way. Did I say? No, I did not. Okay, now I did. Let's output on there, and then we come into this one, we're going to say input. And here's where we make the axe. Okay, so we need input. This is making sticks. So we need input sticks on the top. And then I'm going to go ahead and do... We need the cobblestone here as well, which we get from this. So maybe... Oh yeah, from the back. Ooh, hello. From the back, we'll do input on the purple line. Okay? We'll connect up this. And this should already now start sending cobblestone into that machine. Say insert. And we'll say export, always active. We should be getting cobblestone on this bottom row. Yep, very, very good. Ooh, I got itchy eye all of a sudden. Geez, I can't see anything now. Hold on, clear my eye. There we go. The eyelid locked up. Jeez, that was weird. Okay, so out from this, we should now have stone axes. And I'm going to do a similar thing here. So let's put this to orange. And a chest. We're going to block this up so that we only ever have one. Actually, maybe we want two backlogged stone axes at all times. And from here, we want to go up and into the farming station. Ooh, we can remove this thing now. That was only for our testing. So we'll go down here. And maybe like this. I want to make this so that we can walk around here and troubleshoot it. And I want to make it very, very easy to understand and to have a look at. In here, we're going to need another basic item filter. And I'm probably going to have to go and craft up some more of those now that I think about it. In that basic item filter, we'll put the axe like so. And we'll always extract. That shouldn't bring out any agon blocks. Perfect. The agon blocks are just placeholders. They can be anything, obviously. This thing is still going strong. Very good. So that should be all we have to do to produce the axes that we're going to need. And once we get a little bit of oak wood, we are going to be able to see if it produces axes. So I'm going to go get some oak wood just to see if that works. Alright, got some oak wood. Let's see if we can make this work. I went ahead and put an item filter in here to allow only... Because I noticed that cobblestone was being sent from over here. So now we're only allowing oak wood to come in from the back. We can then go ahead and block this. I got confused here basically a moment ago why it was getting cobblestone, but and I was changing up things. Anyway, we'll block that off. We need another item filter here again, so I crafted up some more of those, and we're gonna say oak log there as well. Because of the agon blocks that we have to block things off, and then we're gonna say always active. Now oak goes in there. And oh, we don't have any power to this thing. Do I have? Yes, I do. Let's just let's do this for now. Boop, boop, boop. Just give these guys a little bit of juice. Juice! So that we can see so that it's running. And I actually saw it running there. Okay. Come here, you. I don't want to waste any more power. I went ahead and made some better energy conduits as well. Because the other ones that we've been using, the purple ones, they're only ever carrying 640 RF per tick, which isn't enough for this machine. So I made the next here, which is 5120 RF per tick. But anyway, all of that oak wood was turned into planks and sticks and that kind of stuff, and eventually into stone axes. I'm going to go ahead and do this there as well. Cobblestone doesn't matter because that's infinite generating there. But I want to waste as little wood as possible, basically. So now, once all of this backlogs, let's see if we can make that happen. If we put in that, we should see that backlog. The oak wood will backlog eventually with the sticks here, and then the oak logs in here will backlog, and we're not taking up too much space. Now, obviously we aren't going to be putting the oak wood in manually, so what we now will do is we'll connect up to this line here. Maybe let's go like a so. Oh, that's going to be a little bit messy. That's fine. And like that, and then we'll say insert. And we'll put this at priority 1. So what we want is... Ooh, and that's bad. Okay, we need to do this. Hold on. we need to say insert and in out is what we want. And then for extract, we'll set always active. That should only extract the things that are in this box here. And over here, we'll say another filter and we'll go oak only, okay? And we'll remove the stone axe. We should see the oak wood coming down. Very good. For this, we'll have higher priority because we want this to always send the oak wood here first. Make sure this chest is full. And once it is, they can start sending it elsewhere. And that's pretty much it we need. What we need. Yeah, look at the backlog now. Being backlogged. Very good. That's all we need for the stone axes. That thing is working. It's going to refill as soon as I take out a stone axe here. It's going to refill it. Very good. Take it out. It's going to refill it. And we're always going to have 2 stone axes in this chest. Beautiful. There are a few more items that we need to take care of here. So on this line is currently the output, right? We need to, of course, bring the oak wood that we're going to burn to charcoal. But before we do that, let's take care of the junk, okay? Let's go something like this. And we're going to place... Yeah, this is a good space. We're going to place 2 barrels here. Boop, boop. And I'm going to upgrade these barrels. So we're going to have upgrade, upgrade. And then the second tier, upgrade, upgrade. And I want to do that because I want to install void upgrades. These will basically nullify items. Once these are full, they can still be filled with items, but they're going to be nullified. We're going to have one with apples and one with oak saplings, okay? In my testing, we got an overflow, or I got an overflow of saplings, and that's why I want to do this. So let's connect that up, and let's connect this up. Now, for this here, I'm going to say in and out, and we're going to say extract, always active. And oops, hello, I just messed it up. Oh, do I need the special Yeti wrench now? Jeez. Oh, there we go. In and out, and that is always active. Okay, so if we don't have enough saplings in the machine, it will send it back, but once we do, it will start storing it here and eventually just voiding them. Apples, obviously, we need to take care of them as well, otherwise we'll get full of apples, so we'll just have an insert. We don't need to send them anywhere. This will allow us to have 64 stacks of apples here if we ever need them for anything, but once we have hit 64 stacks, it's going to throw the rest of it away, basically. I'm so technical, me, today. Alright, and then from there, the next thing we need to take care of is, of course, the oak wood. And I'm just going to go ahead, I think... Yeah, let's do it like this. Come down here, and we're going to have a barrel. How do I want to do this? I think, yeah, let's have a barrel here, and let's put some oak wood in that, just to lock it. That way we don't need a filter, by the way. We'll set insert, and I'll set -1 priority. So that means it will always fill this chest first, and then once it's filled it's going to fill this barrel. From here, we want to turn it into charcoal, and I think I want to make 2 of these alloy smelters, possibly. Saying that, I only have 1 capacitor crafted up, though, don't I? Yeah, this guy here. Okay, for now, let's plan to have 2. Let's consider having 2, but we'll see how we do with 1, okay? So the alloy smelter goes on the side. We're going to say pull, and the final product of this is the charcoal. And I think I want to set that to... push out at the bottom, because the power generation, just to keep this tidy, is going to be down here. So there we go. There's that one. Let's just pull a cable like so, and we'll come down here, and we'll put another barrel for now. Oops, no, not my axe. Put another barrel with the charcoal generation going into it. Very, very cool indeed. Now we're at a point where before we put up the power, actually we can't. We need to wire up the power situation as well. So I said all along that I want this farm to be self-sufficient or self-supplying itself with power. So we're going to need to set up the power generator now. And I think we're going to need water for this thing. Maybe we put it... I want this thing to be accessible. So I'm trying to make it semi like... neat looking, I suppose. If we do that, and then we have all of these flipped around this way, we could generate the power and store it. Did I make a better energy cell? I'm pretty sure I made a redstone one. redstone one. We're gonna need this thing, and we're gonna need this thing, and we're gonna need this thing as well as these things. And there's my redstone energy cell. Fantastic. Maybe I'll change this in a minute, but just so you get the idea. Water, by the way, water is always a good thing. Let's bring 2 buckets, and I also want some glass because we're gonna need a water generator. Now remember, this whole thing is powered by steam. So we create steam by boiling up water, basically. So behind here, we don't have to worry. The chunk borders are still kept, so we can actually expand this a little bit for the water generating thing. I'm gonna put something like this. Oh, I love these Agon blocks. So easy to see. I hope that you guys can kind of enjoy that as well. If we always build with them in the background, they're not going to be visible. They're not very pretty to design with, at least not in this setting. But you know, it just makes it easier for everybody to tag along. World interaction upgrade goes in there, as well as speed upgrades. That way we produce a lot more water than without them, I think. And then just connect these up. They should be given water. We'll see if that's enough speed. Otherwise, I'll have to make a few more. Power will generate like so. And for now, I kind of want to upgrade this immediately to a Tesseract and send the power from here to a power storage room. But for now, we'll just do this, and we'll import it on the sides. And that should be fine. So this is at 0. We're not producing any power now yet, obviously. These we've already upgraded, so they're 640 RF per tick. It's getting very technical, but don't you worry. Now all we have to do is pull charcoal from this guy, which may look best if we do from the bottom. Yeah, let's do it from the bottom. I don't like this wire coming down like that. It looks disgusting, doesn't it? But yeah, let's pull it from the bottom. Oh, hello, Stress Monster in 1,100,000 in. No, that's not actually her name. But she get annoyed when I say it like that. Yeah, we're basically just gonna need to connect power, item conduits like this, and I'm gonna connect that all the way up to this barrel. And then we should be producing power. We need to also bring this power back up. So maybe we can do that now before I craft up more. We wanted to power this thing and then all of the machines, right? So if we do an output there, and then I'll just wire this up to all of the machines, we should be fine. It's running! Here's Johnny! I don't know why I said that. That sounded like I said that from the beginning. Anyway, thing is running. I wired up everything, and I'm gonna have to leave it for a while. I think though, now we're using the same power. Let's see here. We're using the same power as we are producing to run the farm, and we're getting a surplus. That's step 1. We want to get more than just a surplus though. And oh, actually, it's draining there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch this and see so that it's actually giving us more, but I can't for my life imagine that it would drain more than 640 RF per tick. But what I do see is that we're not really keeping up with charcoal, so this here is backlogging a little bit, which is good. So we may want to use this thing as well. So let's just push you to pull there. That way we can. We're cooking up the charcoal on both sides. What we want to see is basically constant charcoal being produced. We want to see a surplus of charcoal here. That means that we're making more power than we're using. And I can't for the life of me again think that this thing would drain more RF. This whole farm would not drain more RF than it's producing. If so, we failed miserably. But anyway, everything seems to be working. I'm just gonna have to watch it for a few hours here, I suppose. I just looked at the video time though, and we're over 34 minutes already. So, geez, we're gonna have to end it here today. I was planning that we'd build this today, but we'll do that next time. Survival Stories should be back, as I said. Should be coming more episodes out of it. If you like this sort of technical aspect of modded Minecraft as well, then do let me know down in the comments. I've been kind of staying away from doing modded Minecraft like this lately, just because I did that in the entire last season 2. But I quite enjoy it, and I quite enjoy finding ways of doing things. I could just do all the infrastructure off camera and then just focus on building, but I think I want to do the tech stuff as well. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. We'll come back next time and we'll design this thing. I got an idea for it I'm very excited about. One chunk rechargeable power generation system done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, hit the like button down below and I will see you in the next episode.